Is hello, welcome to the Soul Trader live stream. I'm pretty happy and pretty excited about this particular live stream. It's going to be pretty cool. I've got some good stuff to show, so without further ado, let's just kind of dive into that. So the biggest thing that you'll notice about this game when I put it on the main screen is the new GUI. It's very, very exciting. I'm not sure you can actually hear the audio, so sorry about that. But suffice to say, the audio is in there, but we have a completely new GUI. It's got some nice effects. It all looks pretty good. There's also a full screen mode, which might be a bit too much to stream. I think that my streaming might just kind of keel over and die at that point, so I'm going to show it in a window. But yeah, you can see that it's kind of pretty much working in there, which is great. Let me just retweet that so that people know we're live. Okay, we are live. Great. Okay, so this is the new GUI that we've got. It's all pretty cool and exciting. We, for example, have a brand new create new history panel. This still needs a little bit of work. As you can see, you can't really read the text, but you know, it's definitely getting there. And then when we hit generate, at the moment, I haven't got the character generation stuff interactive at the moment. I've taken that out. So it's just going through and generating the stuff for us. But now you can see the new GUI. This is the first time anyone outside of the team has seen this. So you guys are definitely the first, which is pretty cool. So let me take you on a tour. So we've got the same layout that we had before, with the same kind of stuff that's going on here. Obviously there's a description here when there's a bit more of a description. We also have mouse over sound. Unfortunately I haven't got the sound hooked up this time. So unless you can hear it, I haven't actually checked to see whether or not you guys can actually hear that sound. It's quite possible that you can hear it, in which case let's try that. That probably has turned on the sound, but I'm not going to be able to tell until I actually look at the live video preview to see whether or not that's working. So let's see whether or not I've actually managed to give you guys sound. The question is do I have to now watch another advert on my stream in order for this to work? I'm kind of hoping not. Let's just see if this works. Loading video. Let's see if that's working. Right, so I think it's difficult to tell whether that's going to work or not. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that for the moment. Happy enough that it's working. Just going to go back to the microphone. Okay, so gone back to the microphone. Not sure whether or not you heard any of that audio, but there is audio. It is happening. I kind of need to find a way of recording the audio through Coco Split so that you can hear it too. That's not something I've set up yet. But anyway, on with the GUI. So we've got obviously scrollers in. This is a hand-rolled GUI. I've built this myself in the last 10 days or so. Actually, it wasn't that hard. You know, I can see why there aren't that many GUI libraries out there, because it really is that easy just to roll your own. So we have the ability to go into see university and go and see particular people. This is Regina Ashman. We can find out whether or not we know anything about her, her story, and any social connections she has. If we go back to ourselves, you can see that we've got lots of social connections, and there's lots of different people that we know about. Now, one of the things that I haven't quite got right yet is this social tab. We're not seeing any social connections because we're not seeing any events from Aretha's life, and I'm not quite sure why that is. That's kind of bothering me slightly. I don't mind not seeing this girl's stuff because we don't actually have any relationship with her. We don't know her at all. But having said that, your own mother here, you kind of feel like we should kind of know, and we don't know much about them. So I kind of want to work out why that is. That's probably a start game style bug, so let's have a look and see if we can figure that out. I'm streaming the other screen at the moment, so I think this is actually working a lot better. So the problem with that though is that my text size is going to be too small for you guys to read, so I'm going to kind of up that slightly, and if you guys need to tell me about whether or not you can read that or not, that would be fine. Just double check to see whether or not that is actually readable or whether or not that's just a nightmare. No, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let's go with that. Cool. The other good thing that I've done in the last few days or so is that we now have live code editing, which is pretty cool. So for example, let's see, if we wanted to change the color of that text there, where would that be? Let's think about that. That would be inside game.cpp. Last month or so, I've completely re-architected the way the game works. It's now working a lot more reliably, which is pretty cool. So this would be, what do I mention? Green. There we go. So that's someone out there. That's the wrong green. This green here. Right, so if I was to say change that to white, recompile the game, and you will see in a minute that as soon as the game recompiles, that should change. It's a bit slow because it's live streaming at the same time as compiling, which is a pretty difficult thing to do if you're a laptop. It's not really designed for this kind of work. But there you go. You can see that if I go back to your mother, then the text has changed, which is kind of pretty cool. Quite happy about that. It means that I don't have to, I'm actually dynamically loading in the C code, which is pretty cool. I'm using basically compiling a DLL and reloading it when I need to. Which I'm kind of, it really makes writing a GUI a lot easier. It also means that I don't have to think about kind of scripting languages or anything like that. I can just write everything in C because one of the main reasons that you put in a scripting language is because the kind of speed of compilation is an issue, and actually because the speed of compilation is pretty fast and I can pretty much pick up on where I left off, it means that I don't need to worry about that so much. Cool. Okay, so what is the thing that I want to work on? I'm just going to shut the game down for a minute or two, or at least turn off the music. I think that will be one thing that I'm going to do, because much as I like my drone music, it's actually bothering me, and I will need to restart the game for that. Just for the moment, otherwise it might just drive me crazy. Okay. Let's just bring the game up here. Okay, cool. That's better. Let's just reload that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is figure out why, or rather, do I want to do chat first? I'm kind of thinking about whether to do chat or whether to do, which I could easily do, or whether to work on that social relationship stuff. I think I'm going to work on chat. I think that's what I'm going to do. So at the moment when you click the chat button, it does nothing. It basically doesn't work in any way, which is not kind of what we want. So what I want to do is I want to just reorganize a little bit so that I can figure out what to do at that point. So this is the message that's sent when we chat to a character. We lay out the chat panel, which